Well, coming up next, it's a Labor Day special. That's right. We got Mr. Luke Scarmazzo joining us today on a Monday. That's right. Oh, yeah. He did some time for a cannabis crime, and now he's here to tell his tale. That's right. It is none other than the Mr. Luke Scarmazzo.
Yes. Good morning, everybody.
Or
Happy
Scarmazzo,
Monday.
if you
Happy
listen to his
Labor
brother,
Day.
right?
What's that?
Or as your brother calls it, Scarmazzo, right?
Or as my brother calls it, Scarmazzo. He's going to get a kick out of that, actually. Yeah. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Labor Day. Out in, I'm always going against the grain. I'm just that type of guy. You know what I mean? I guess I always have been. So, of course, I'm going to go with some international news on a U.S. holiday. Forgive me for my patriotic friends. And we're not only going to go international, but we're going to go to the much hated CNN and Fox News nemesis, China. So coming to you out of the South China Post, we have this really interesting article, and it really talks about or is indicative of like the old drug war terminology. And you'll get it when I read through it and some of the examples and scare tactics that are used. I just thought it was an awesome relic of the past, but it was published today. So here we go. Japan cracks down on legal cannabis after users suffer serious side effects. Now, this article also goes on to talk about THCA, which is a little bit of foreshadowing, I think. So I'll let you be the deciding factor on that. Young people who took the products exhibited symptoms including convulsions and disoriented consciousness, Japan Health Ministry said. It said testing, including on animals, had shown that, quote, THC analog to be equally or more dangerous than the psychoactive THC. Japan's government is planning to bolster its response to technical legal drugs amid the spat of recent cases where young people are having experienced serious adverse effects from substances, including a particularly altered form of cannabis, Health Ministry officials said. Some of the products have been confirmed to be more harmful than cannabis itself, according to the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. With concerns of more cases emerging, the ministry said Sunday that it's investigating sellers and has added the substance to its list of illegal, quote, dangerous drugs. The legal ministry also said that the government plans to hold meetings later this month to formalize a response over the drug, often sold online and in stores labeled as legal cannabis. The ministry said that between March and June of this year, 9 people who took the products exhibited symptoms including disoriented consciousness and the convulsions, with 8 of them requiring hospitalization. In July, the ministry did a spot-on inspections of 3 stores in the prefectures of, now forgive me on these words, Kanagawa, Osaka, and Tokushima, and ordered them to cease sales of the technically legal drugs. Japanese law limits the presence of THC, a psychoactive compound naturally occurring in cannabis leaves and flowers. However, the harmful substance detected in drugs was a modified form of THC with alterations in its chemical structure that exempt it from legal controls. The ministry is referring to the substance as a THC analog and says testing, including on animals, has shown it to be equally or more dangerous than THC. In July, the ministry added 2 drugs it had identified as detrimental to health to its list of dangerous substances in accordance with the pharmaceutical and medical device laws. This classification categorizes them as dangerous drugs, making their sale or possession illegal except for medical purposes. Dangerous drugs were formerly known as loopholes drugs, which came to be seen as a major societal issue in 2013. In 2014, a man under the influence of such drugs drove his car into pedestrians in Tokyo, killing a woman. The ministry went on to strengthen its crackdown on drugs, and it emerged in 2015 with no stores were selling the drugs anymore. So, listen, Japan, drug war going strong, taking THCA, and it makes you have altered consciousness Listen, I mean, that sounds really dangerous and crazy. Went to become illegal. Don't take THCA. Apparently, it'll make you drive over pedestrians, kill people, all kinds of other craziness going on over there. I'm going to go ahead and kick it to my correspondence for this lovely piece of news.